practice. This week we are still working on our choice portrait project, but we are adding on to what we practiced last week and the week before. So the first week we did research. We found the artists that we wanted to do, either Ken Lee Wiley or Michelle Robinson, and we found there are pieces that we were inspired by. Last week we began to brainstorm. We started thinking about ways we could make our inspiration in their art pieces become our project. We answered more questions about maybe what do we want our piece to look like, who do we want it to be of, and we even made some rough drafts of our projects. I also made rough drafts for my project, but I didn't show you yet because I didn't want you to copy me. So here are those rough draft little quick videos. These are super duper quick because you already did your rough draft, but this is how I do my rough drafts. It's helpful if I have a photo, but I'm not trying to be super perfect. I'm just getting my lines in there and making sure I have my ideas there. So sometimes I do the drawings, but I also add words to help me figure out what I want to do for the project. That was my first rough draft. This is my second rough draft, so two different ideas for two possible different projects, but I'm going to pick one that I like better. But this is my dog sitting on a chair with flowers in the background. So here are my rough drafts. I enjoyed seeing your rough drafts, so thank you for doing that. So let's get back to the project. So now it is time to begin our project. I haven't yet, but I will show you how to draw eyes, nose, mouths, hair, and how to put them all together. So you could, on a separate piece of paper, come along with me as we draw the different features just to get some practice. You can also pause this video so it's going too fast because I'm trying to not make these videos so long, but I want to fit a lot of stuff in it. So for your eyes, we start off with a rainbow shape. Underneath it's a U for the iris and another circle for the pupil. And then you do another rainbow shape on top and another line on the bottom. So you could pause it, slow this down, and do that by yourself. For your nose, it's totally up to you. There's a bunch of different ways to draw noses. You could do a triple W, you could do a C, backwards C, and a U, or you could do, which I teach in class, you draw 3 circles, and then you erase the top and the inside, and you get the same triple W. Just like that. So you could mess around, you could do your own type of nose if you don't like the noses I have. That is up to you. Here's a little goofy face I decided to do. So for your mouth is only 3 lines, so it starts with an M. You could have a tall M, a pointy M, a low M, and then a line in the middle, and then a U, and that's your lips. Pretty simple. So let's put them all together on a face. So this is in marker, obviously, so I can't erase. And I am going kind of fast so I can fit it all in the video. But your eyes, this is like the most important part. Your eyes are halfway on your face. They're not on the top, they're halfway because you still have your forehead and your hair on your head. But there is your eyes, eyebrows. You could do your eyebrows however you like. If it is helpful and you're doing a self-portrait, you could look at yourself in a mirror or take a photo of yourself like I was doing in my rough drafts, and you could use the photo as help to see how to draw. So for hair, since we all have lots of different hairstyles and hair types, it is up to you on what you want your hair and how you want it styled. So this is just straight long hair. If you have different hair than this, you would, if you had curly hair, instead of having straight lines on the inside, you would have curly lines, like twirly lines. For short hair, we are doing the shape of the hair. If you have curly hair, your outside lines would be a little
curly and bumpy, and then your inside lines would have loopy lines in it. If you have more shaggy hair, where it comes over your forehead, it would be like that. If you had curly hair, same thing, you'd have like bumpy hair, and then on the inside you'd have your curly lines. And then if you'd have braids, your hair would be, your lines could be more straight, but they're all more clumped together. And if you had like a little puff, it would look like that with the bun. You could add little lines on the inside. And if you had braids in a ponytail, your hair would come right there, yep, where your hair tie would be, and then your hair would come out. Just like that. If you decide you'd rather have your hair look a different way, go ahead. Draw your hair how you would like.
But I want you to remember that we are all young artists, and our pieces will not look just like those artists we are inspired by. And it might even not look like what we really want it to be, but our goal is to make it look like a human being, okay? That is the goal. So I'm going to show you how to draw our features, and you are going to use that plus your rough draft from last week to start your project. So our project now will be on fresh paper. We aren't keeping our rough draft. We're going to just look at it and add and recreate our rough draft better, bigger and better. So if you'd like, you can practice the features on your rough draft and use that practice to help you make your project. You have this week and next week to do this. So if you would like to just do the whole thing this week, you can. Make sure you take your time and you're making some very high quality artwork. Or you could split it up and do half of the work this week and half next week. Regardless, I still want to see your artwork, how much you've done this week. So make sure you take a photo of it and send it to me in Google Classroom. That's how I know you did the work for the week, and that's how I can give you a grade. I hope you had fun, and remember, if it's hard, that's because it's challenging you. It's making you a better artist, okay? So, bye!